Hello everybody, this is Joshua Krieger at Creek Sports Talk, here to give you another video on some NFL free agency. So the NFL free agency has been a buzz. A bunch of people are being traded. There's a bunch of people signing stuff. I'm going to try and stay up to date, post every other day for free agency stuff, and maybe I'll try and do a video here and there, but I just have a very busy schedule and I just haven't been able to post every day, every other day. It's just been pretty hectic. But let's get into today's video. We are going to talk about some premier pass rushers that have signed or have been traded. And the three players that I am going to talk about is Dee Ford is being traded to the 49ers for a second round pick. He's going to be getting a 5-year, $87.5 million payday. Trey Flowers, the former Patriot, is joining Matt Patricia, his former defensive coordinator on the Patriots, for $90 million for 5 years, $56 million of that guaranteed. And then Sheldon Richardson is going to be a Brown for 3 years, $39 million. So that's just all the money stuff. But let's get into the nit and grit of each of these players. So let's start out with Dee Ford to the 49ers. Now, Dee Ford, he put together a very good season. 13 sacks, 29 quarterback hits. That was close up there with J.J. Watt, who J.J. Watt, I believe, had 16 sacks, over 33 quarterback hits, I want to say. And J.J. Watt, I put number 2 as Defensive Player of the Year. He has just been a very good player. He was a very good key of that Chiefs defense, which was not very good, but they were just okay. And I really think he's a young player that can really help the 49ers. He is 28, which that's very young when you consider it. He's going on for his first major big payday, and then we'll see what he gets his next payday, because NFL cap space just keeps rising and rising and rising. But this is very good for the 49ers. They're getting a young pass rusher, 28, who gave 13 sacks, 29 quarterback hits last year. He's only going to get better. Now, he's joining a super good pass rush already. I wouldn't say super good. It's just very good. With Solomon Thomas, you're going to add Dee Ford and then DeForest Buckner. So this is going to be a pretty interesting team. I do think the 49ers are going to be one of the most improved just because Jimmy Garoppolo is coming back. I just think they have a lot of potential. Now, I believe, now that the 49ers have 3 pass rushers, I believe they're going to trade down in the draft, because this draft, I really haven't done a lot of draft videos. I've kind of put it in a little bit in all my videos. But really, this draft, terrible quarterbacks. The quarterbacks aren't very good. There's 2 kind of good quarterbacks. But last year's draft quarterback class was outstanding. This draft is a very defensive-led draft. Defensive linemen, if you want to get defensive linemen in this draft, there's literally five defensive players that are going to go top 5, and that number 6 pick, I believe, is going to be Dwayne Haskins. If they do not pick Dwayne Haskins, the Giants are the stupidest people I have ever seen, and Eli is not going to get them a championship. They're not going to go anywhere with Eli Manning and late in his career. I will believe that, and I would put money on it. I would put money on it because I agree with it that strongly. Now that their defense is good, they're going to trade down, get some more picks, so that way they can rebuild that offensive line, get some good wide receivers, and who knows, maybe they'll be a contender in the NFC this year. Now, let's go to Trey Flowers, who the former Patriot is joining his former defensive coordinator, who became the Lions head coach last year, Matt Patricia. Now, this is a huge deal, $90 million for a pass rusher that isn't even top tier. He isn't top tier pass rusher. He's a very good pass rusher, but he's not top tier pass rusher. I believe they brought him in because I'm gonna be honest with you, NFL players are a little bit stuck up, and they don't want to deal with Matt Patricia's tough attitude. He's having a Bill Belichick attitude, and Bill Belichick, as many players have gone through his system, not everybody can handle Bill Belichick. It's just depending upon their system. So, I believe he's going to help them out, and he's going to be the person that's going to lead Matt Patricia in their system. It's going to be more of a Bill Belichick system, and he's going to be a good piece to that team. They have to replace Ansah on that defensive line because most likely they will not be able to afford him unless they want to give him a huge payday. But he's going to be able to go through the system quickly with the Lions. He's going to get up to speed with them. And I believe the Lions will be a good team, okay team. They will not be a great team. The NFC is just too difficult. The Bears are very good. The Vikings are very good. The Packers are very good. They're in a tough division. I just don't believe they're going to get anywhere so far. And I just don't believe this helps them out any better. Now we're going to get to the big one I really want to talk about. Sheldon Richardson is joining the Browns. Now, the Browns have stockpiled talent for years. John Dorsey has done a very good job of turning this team around. This team has now turned their number one overall picks. All their picks that they drafted last year are just becoming a very good football team. He's joining a super good pass rush. He's joining Myles Garrett, the former number one overall pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, Lowry Ogunjobi, Jannard Avery, and Oliver Vernon. Those are some very good players, and he's just going to add to that pass rush that will be deadly this season. And Sheldon Richardson, he didn't have as good as stats as Trey Flowers, 4.5 sacks, 16 quarterback hits. But again, he's very young, 28 years old, and he's only gonna grow. I just have faith in this person. I believe he'll grow. And the Browns, who I plan on doing a team profile on them, which I plan on doing team profiles after all this NFL free agency buzz comes to an end. I really believe the Browns are a very good football team, top 6 in the AFC. I'm just not ready to put them in the top tier because I have not seen how this team is going to play out the rest of the season. I know they played very good last year, but can they repeat that? Can they be even better? And until I see that, maybe I'll put them in my top 6 AFC teams. I've said this before, the top 4 AFC teams in my book are the Patriots, the Chiefs, the Colts, and the Chargers. Now, I think people are overhyping the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is going to have a bunch more tape on him. They're going to be able to run through that tape. He's going to regress a little bit. I think it'll be a little bit like the Dak Prescott situation. After Dak Prescott had 16 games of film on him, full season on him, then teams figured him out a little bit, so his numbers weren't as good. So that is it for today's video, guys. We talked about some premier pass rushers that have signed with other teams or have been traded. Dee Ford to the 49ers, joining a good pass rush and I believe a very interesting team. Trey Flowers to the Lions, who I believe is going to make them a little bit better, but they're in a very tough division. I don't think they're going to be that much better. And I think Trey Flowers is going to help install Matt Patricia's system into that defense. And then Sheldon Richardson is joining a super good pass rush on the Browns. That will make them an even better team. And we'll see. Maybe they make the playoffs this year. I think they'll make the playoffs, but I'm not ready to say they're a Super Bowl contender. I'm not ready for that just yet. I need to see this team actually play. So that is it for today's video, guys. Please subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Turn those post notifications on so that way every time I do upload, you'll get that video right away. Thanks for watching and have a good day.